So let's start in child's pose. So big toes touch. Heels or knees are mat width distance apart. Beginning to come into your breath. See if you can drop your forehead to the mat. Find some release here. My day is ranged between a 1, maybe a -1, and a 7. And as soon as I walked in here to teach, it went much higher. So I'm grateful for this practice today and this philosophy of yoga, of letting go, of being grateful, and of remembering to breathe. So coming into Ujjayi breathing, that whisper sound in the back of your throat. If there's someone in the room and space with you, let them hear your breath. Let that be a connection. Warming your body, warming your muscles, healing your lungs, keeping them free and healthy. Plant your palms firmly, curl your toes under, and come into downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Heels are moving towards the earth. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Upper arm bones spinning inward. So that thoracic spine is pressing down towards your heart space. Hips move towards the sky. And it's okay to move around. Maybe rock your hips from side to side, bend one knee and the other. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Just coming into your body. Feeling your fingers planted firmly on the earth, spread wide. Keep a couple more breaths here. And then slowly walking to the top of your mat. Ragdoll forward fold. So you can maybe grab your elbow points here. Again, maybe rock from side to side. Shake your head and neck. Trying to physically feel any stress, any tension rolling from the base of your spine right at the crown of your head. See what that feels like. Maybe feel what that feels like. And then on your next inhale, we're going to have a slight bend in our knees and come all the way up to stand. Big reach up high. Bring your palms together and to heart center. Shut down your eyes here for maybe just a moment. And let's set an intention together. Make it your own. It could be for you personally, for the world right now. Just hold that in your heart. And now we're going to flow through some Surya Namaskar A. So coming to the top of your mat, take a deep breath in, extend in mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, heart forward. Exhale, your version, chaturanga high to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Deep breath in. Ujjayi breathing. Whisper sound connecting with your breath. One more deep breath in. And at the bottom of that exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, extended mountain pose, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga, high push up to low. You can use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart comes forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. The dog is on her back. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Ujjayi breathing. Upper arm bones are spinning in. Thoracic spine is moving towards the heart space. One more breath in. And on your exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to stand, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Elbows skim the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Hips move towards the sky. Nice. Legs are straight. Heels move towards the earth. Finding your connection with your breath, with your body. Letting go of what's in your mind for now. One more breath in. And on your exhale, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Come up onto your toes, balancing on your toes. Float back, balancing on your heels. Lift your toes. Come back forward, big toes touch, heels are about an inch apart. Pinky fingers move towards one another. Lower 1 inch deeper. And we'll flow through Surya Namaskar B. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your version. Elbows skim the ribs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward to the right thumb. Left foot flat. Come up to warrior one. Front knee moving towards 90 degrees. The pinky toe edge of that back foot pressing into the earth. And breathe. One more deep inhale, maybe a little back bend. And exhale, you flow. High to low push-up. Use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward to warrior one. Float the arms up. Pinky toe edge of the back foot, pressing firmly into the earth. Move your left knee towards 90 degrees. Deep breath. Deep breath in, a little back. And flow, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnecting with your body through your breath. Beautiful. One more breath here. And at the bottom of your next exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Surya Namaskara B. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward to your right thumb. Warrior one. Open to warrior two. Straighten that leg, lift your arms up. Deep inhale. Exhale to back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. And chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your left foot forward, coming up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg, arms float up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Maybe a little back bend here. And exhale, flow, high to low push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Feel your body warming. Feel your breath. Downward dog gives us an opportunity to check in, to slow our breath. Until we get to flow again. At the bottom of your next exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. We're going to flow through that one more time, including the warrior twos. So with intention, take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward to warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg, arms float up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the left foot forward, arms float up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, deep breath, deep reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one, maybe a back bend. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Beautiful. Reconnecting with your breath. With your intention, with this practice, with this moment. Lift your right foot high behind you. Bend that knee, stack your right hip on top of your left. Let's make some big knee circles here too. Hip circles, sorry. Slow, intentional in the other direction. Beautiful. And stay right there, or you can flip your dog. So right foot lands behind the left, or stay in three-legged dog. If so, it's a back bend. Open your throat chakra. Reach your right arm forward. One more breath. Turn back around into high plank. Plant your right palm firmly. Spin your heels to the right. We're coming into side plank. Also, the right knee can be on the ground for support. You can also lift that top leg. Find your breath. Hand your shoulders to your back. One more. And exhale to chaturanga. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up high behind you. Bend your knee, open your hips. Take some big knee circles here, one way. Slow and intentional. And then the other direction. And again, stay here in three-legged dog or flip your dog. Land your left leg behind you. Left arm floats towards the front of your room. Drop the head, open the throat chakra. Find your expression. One more breath. Bring the left palm down to high plank. Plant that left palm and open to the right for side plank. Left knee can be on the ground. You can float the right leg up high and strong. And the shoulders to the back. Find your breath. One more breath. And exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Reconnecting with your breath and your intention. Step your right foot forward, coming up into crescent lunge. Arms float up. Back heel is lifted. Front knee moving towards 90 degrees. We're going to take our right elbow and move it under our left for eagle arms. You can also grab your shoulder blades, right elbow under. And kicking off that back foot, coming forward, up into warrior three. Strong right leg. Pinky toe of that left leg is moving down. One more breath. Slowly, gracefully, lightly land back into your crescent lunge. Release the arms, float them up high. Palms together to heart center, and you'll twist to the right. Left elbow comes outside of the right knee. Move that right hip back in space. As you inhale, feel your spine extend. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Release. We're going to come up and around to warrior two. We're going to go through that little flow 3 or 4 times. So on your inhale, arms float up, knee comes straight. Exhale into warrior two with intention. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And now we're going to exhale into extended side angle. So right forearm and rest on the right thigh, but we're not collapsing into that right side body. Move your heart towards the sky. Find lift, find length. You can also have your right hand on a block, on the mat, on your ankle. If it's comfortable, look up at that left hand. Or the left hand can come at a diagonal over your head, or half bind or full bind. Your expression. One more breath. And on your exhale, release that chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward for crescent lunge. Arms float up. Back heel is lifted. Move the front knee towards 90 degrees. Pull the left hip back. And then we're going to take equal arms on this side, so left elbow under right. You can wrap your shoulder blades or wrap around. And we're going to carefully, slowly, and gracefully kick off that back leg and come into warrior three. Strong left leg and strong right leg. Pinky toe moving towards the earth on that back leg. One more breath. And slowly, gracefully land your right foot back. Release the arms, flip them. Bring your palms together to heart center and twist to the left. Right elbow comes outside of the left knee. Pull that left hip back. Find your breath. You can open your arms if you like. Ujjayi breathing. Victorious breath. This is a time for victory, I would say. Bring your breath. One more. And exhale up and around to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the knee, arms float up. And exhale, warrior two, deep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale into extended side angle. Move your heart towards the sky. If it's comfortable on your neck, look up at your top hand. You can also float that arm at a diagonal over your head. Take a half bind by wrapping your right arm around your back. Grabbing the top of that left thigh. Full bind if that's available to you. Be intentional. Breathe. This is the pose where I stop breathing the most. So breathe. One more. And release. High to low push-up. Deep inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right here, take a deep inhale through your nose. And we're going to sigh it out our mouth. Let your neighbor hear you. Inhale. Great. One more breath. And at the bottom of your next exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Find your chair. Big toes touch. Heels are about an inch apart. Lower your hips. Pinky fingers towards one another. Bring your palms together to heart center. And you're going to twist to your right. So bring your left elbow outside of that right knee. Pull the left hip back. Knees are in one line here. And open your arms if that's there for you. One more breath. And release that forward fold. Toggle your feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to take our peace fingers and grab our big toes. Come to a flat back and fold forward. Really release here. So shake out your head. You might want to take another one of those big inhales and sigh it out. Let go here. Whatever you're holding on to. One more breath. And release the palms. Toggle your feet back together. Big toes touch, heels about an inch apart. And we'll meet in chair. Utkatasana. Maybe a little bit lower this time. Strong legs. Weight is in your heels. Bring your palms together to heart center and twist to your left. So right elbow outside the left knee. Bringing that right hip back in space, keeping your knees in one line. Open your arms here if you like. Find your breath. On your inhale, let your spine extend. And exhale, twist. A little bit deeper. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Hips lower than the heart. One more breath. And let that go. Forward fold. Toes of your feet, hip width distance apart. And take peace fingers to big toes again, or gorilla. Hands under your feet. Come up to half lift and fold forward. Maybe take a big sigh here. You can move your hips. Poses don't have to be stagnant. You can move. Something needs adjusting. Just need to breathe. If you feel energy stuck somewhere in your body, just let it go. One more deep breath. Release the hands. And we're going to try crow pose. So, crow pose, or you can come down into squat, malasana. Feet are hip width distance, elbows inside, hands to heart center. And if you'd like to take crow, plant your hands, toes come together, and just play with balancing your shin on top of your forearms and tilting forward. Maybe one foot comes up, maybe the other, and maybe both. Couple more breaths. If you're in crow, take a deep inhale and jump back to chaturanga. High to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent job. I wonder if it's easier or harder to play at home. I think it's easier. One more breath. And at the bottom of your next exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to stand. Big stretch through both side bodies. Feel yourself lengthen. And we'll take eagle arms one more time. Right elbow under left. And bending the knees, the right knee comes over the left. Find your drishti. Maybe look away from the screen. Find your breath. Find your drishti. It's okay to leave your toes on the ground. One more breath. And release. Exhale. Big stretch up. And eagle left. Left elbow under. Left knee comes over the right. And tuck your toes behind your calf or push your toes into the side of your shin. Bring your elbow points up to your shoulders. Find your breath, find your drishti, your gaze, your focus. One point in this moment. And release. Big inhale. Bring your palms together to heart center. Bring your hands to your hips. And you're going to ground really a lot through your left foot. We're going to take our right knee up. Grab your knee. You can also grab your big toe, straighten your leg. So right knee's lifted. And then you'll open to the right. So open your knee or your toe. Maybe extend your left arm long. For a little challenge, look left, but find a drishti, find a soft gaze. Come back to center. Put your arms up. Put your leg forward for 5, 4, a little higher, 3, 2, 1, and it comes back into airplane pose. Just going to be here for a breath. From here in airplane, bring your hands to heart center and drop your right fingertips to the earth. And open for Ardha Chandrasana. I think I led you the wrong way, I'm sorry. Good job. Left fingertips to the earth, right arm floats out. Ardha Chandrasana, stacking your right hip on top of your left, strong left leg. And your breath. And release, forward fold. Shake that out right there in your forward fold. Rocking your hips, bending one knee and the other. Neck, yes and no. And bend the knees and roll up to stand. Big stretch up. Palms together at heart center. And we'll go to the other side. So right leg balances and grounds with the left leg. And you can also grab the big toe and straighten the leg. And then out to the side. You can also open the left knee left and the right arm. You can look right to challenge your balance. Find your breath and your drishti. Come back to center. Put your arms up and your leg comes forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, strong leg, and kick it back into Dikasana, airplane pose. So left leg is really strong, even though it's not holding you up. It's really strong, like you're standing on the wall behind you. And this is a heart opener, so slight back bend, chest is forward. Take a breath, bring hands to heart center, and now drop your right fingertips towards that right foot on the mat, and open to Ardha Chandrasana on the left. Again, really strong back leg. Can you lift it a little higher? Stack your left hip on top of your right. One more breath. And forward fold, let that go. Great. Bend your knees, roll to stand, extended mountain pose. One more balancing here, we're going to take tree. So hands to hips and grounding through that left foot. You're going to bring the right foot to the inseam somewhere along that left leg. And be up high, down low, just not at the knee. Anywhere you like. And any hands you like, they can stay at heart center. You can be a cactus. You have tight shoulders. You can grow your tree. This is great to do tree here because I'm with the tree. Find your drishti. Soft focus gaze. Feel your roots grounding into the center of the earth. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And release. Exhale, right foot meets left. Shake out your hips a little bit here. And tree pose on the other side. So grounding through that right foot. Bring the left foot to the inseam. Hands to heart center. And when you're ready, you're a tree. You can challenge your balance by looking up. Or try to close your eyes. Connecting with your breath. Don't forget to breathe. Soft, focused gaze. And one more breath. And release. Let's shake that out a little bit. We're going to flow back to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high push up. Low push-up, elbows skin the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step that right foot forward. We're going to come up and around to warrior two. Straighten your right knee, and we'll tip into triangle pose. The right foot is forward here. If it's okay on your neck, you can look up at your upper hand and palm. Really feeling extension through both sides of the ribs, so not collapsing into that right side. One more breath. On your inhale, let your left arm pull you up to stand. Turn all 10 toes to the long edge of your mat. Parallel, hands to hips. You're going to take a slight back bend. And with a flat back, fold forward. And release. Let that go. Let your head go, let your neck go, and let your arms go. They can fall onto the earth. You can also clasp your hands behind your back for a shoulder opener. And you can try a tripod headstand here. Come upside down. New perspective. Seeing things differently. If you're in tripod headstand, lower down carefully, gracefully. If your hands are clasped, release them to the earth. Bringing your hands to hips, coming up slowly with a flat back. Turn your right toes forward. You're going to step your left foot up your mat a little bit for pyramid pose. So let's try traditional pyramid tonight. So that's namaste forward fold, which is a namaste behind your back here. And you can also just put your knuckles together behind your back. So whatever works for your shoulders. And fold forward over that front leg. There's a balancing aspect here. Make sure your feet are not on a tightrope. Let the head and neck go if you can. And you can stay right here in your forward fold, or lower the left fingertips to the earth and take a twisting triangle pose. Pull your right hip back in space. Beautiful. One more breath. And with your exhale, flow. High to low push-up. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Step that left foot forward. We're going to come up and around into warrior two. Straighten your left knee and tip into triangle. So right hip moves towards the back, left hand reaches forward. Find length in both side bodies. So from your hip all the way up to your armpit, feel length in the left and the right. If it's okay on your neck, you can look up at your right hand. Try not to lock that front knee, even a slight bend. One more breath. And on your inhale, let your right arm pull you up to stand. Again, we'll turn all 10 toes parallel. And arms of your choice here. You can clasp behind your back. You can leave your hands on your waist or just fall forward and let that go. You can also bend one knee and the other here. It doesn't have to be stagnant. Feel free to move, feel free to flow. Arms, your head, your neck, your knees, your hips. Coming up in a tripod headstand maybe. Maybe next week. All right, if your hands are clasped, release your hands. Everyone, bring your hands to your hips and with a flat back, come to stand. Turn your left toes forward and step your right foot up, but also out so that you're not on a tightrope. And again, traditional namaste, forward fold, trying to get that behind your back, or push your knuckles together and fold forward over that front leg. Pull your left hip back. Relax your head and neck. And you can stay right here or release the arms and lower your right fingertips to the mat, pulling the left hip back and raise the left arm high for twisting triangle. One more breath. And exhale, release. High to low push-up, or you can skip it. Meet us in downward dog. Elbows skim the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Beautiful. Come forward into high plank. And we're going to hold this high plank. Raise the right leg really strong. Lower the foot. Raise the left. And lower. Bring your right knee to the right elbow. And back. Left knee, left elbow. And back. And then slowly, 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 lower all the way onto your belly. Turn a cheek to the side and rest. Locust pose. Arms are long beside you. Bring your forehead to the mat. And when you're ready, lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your legs, lift your feet, and come into locust pose. Find your breath. Pinky toe edge of the feet, turning inward, inward rotation. One more breath. And release. Lower down, turn another cheek to the side and rest. I'm going to take locust one more time. So, palms towards the mat, arms long beside you. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, it's a back bend, and come on up. Bring your pinky toe edge of the feet towards the earth, so inward rotation. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Come up a little higher, and release, and rest. Next pose is bow pose, floor bow, or you can do locust again. If you want to take floor bow, bend your knees. Grab the tops of your feet or your ankles. If your ankles are what you're holding, flex your feet really strong. And come on up, floor bow. Kick, kick, kick with your hands. Feel your shoulders open. Find your breath. You can rock back and forth. One more breath. Kick, kick, kick. And release. Leave your knees bent and windshield wipe your legs side to side. Beautiful. Bring your palms to the mat and lower them to your lower ribs. We're going to just take an inhale and come to upward facing dog. Turn your toes under and come into downward facing dog. And from here, you're going to hop through your hands and come to seated position. and lower onto your back. We're setting up for bridge. So we'll do 4 tonight. First one will be bridge together, and then the next 3, your choice, bridge or wheel. So on your breath, come on up to bridge or wheel. Sorry, bridge. You can clasp your hands under your back. Strong legs. One more breath. Lower down. And next one is bridge or wheel. If you want to try wheel, plant your hands beside your ears, fingers face forward, and come on up. Wheel pose. Don't even think about it, just go. You can be on the crown of your head. Find your breath. And slowly lower down. One breath at the floor. Don't even think about it. And come on up, bridge or wheel. Be intentional. Can you come up a little higher? Straighten your arms a little more. And slowly lower down. Last one, bridge or wheel. Come on up. Beautiful. And lower down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. And let your dog lick your face. So cute. They like when we're sweaty. Coming into your intention, remembering your breath. From here, bring your feet into happy baby. So soles of the feet to the sky. Maybe grab the outside of your feet. Also grab the inside of the soles of your feet. You can straighten your legs and rock back and forth along your sacrum. Release that and bring your feet to the sky. So rest your palms under your hips or next to your hips. And as if you have one leg here, really, really strong, we're going to lower 30%. Lower your legs 30%. Lower 30 so they're covered. Look up, lift your head and shoulders to low boat. Come up to high boat. Lower to low boat. And bring your legs back up. Let's do that a couple more times. Lower to 30%. Lower your legs 30 more %. Hover your feet, lift your head and shoulders. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. And bring your feet back to the sky. One more time, pinning your lower back to the earth. Lower your feet 30%. 30%. Hover your feet. Come up to low boat. High boat. Straighten the legs here. Low boat. And legs come up high. Hug the knees in. Maybe rock back and forth a little bit. Hands behind your head, knees at 90 degrees. And take 30 yogi bicycles, your honor. Slow, intentional, right knee, left elbow. Almost like you're pushing through mud, your count. When you're done, hug your knees in tight, grab your elbows maybe. And we'll rock all the way up. Cross over your feet and come back into downward facing dog. We're moving into half pigeon on the right. So if you wanted to stay at the floor and do that, or step the right knee to the right wrist and come into half pigeon. You can walk all the way forward, resting over that right leg. Finding release here. If you're taking pigeon on your back, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and hugging. Feeling the right hip opening. The heart moving closer in touch with the earth. You're welcome also to maybe tuck a blanket or block under your right hip. Connect with your breath. I was reading about Santosha in the Yoga Sutras this morning, which means contentment. And it's not contentment with stuff or those things we get attached to, or plans or people. But how can we foster and be content with ourselves through gratitude and trust? I think this is a time to check in about that with ourselves and with our world. Santosha. Finding your breath. Grateful for our health, for our breath, for this practice, for each other. One more very deep breath. Let it be deeper than the one before. And however you want to get there, we're going to move to half pigeon on the left. If you're at the floor, just switch legs. You can switch at the floor. You can go through Vinyasa. Where can you let go? Maybe moving a little bit deeper. A few more breaths here. Slowly and carefully, we're going to make our way to seated. Swing your legs out in front of you. Staff pose. Stretch your arms up high. Really feel a stretch, both side bodies. And from here, with a flat back, hinging from your hips, folding forward over your feet, grabbing wherever you can. And let your head and neck fall. Forward fold. Finding release. It's okay to have a bend in the knees, a deep bend or a slight bend here. Finding some release in your upper back and your lower back, your head and neck. Slowly rolling up to stand, and from here you can come back into any version of an inversion that you like. Inversion. It can be a headstand, handstand, hips on a block. You can simply just rest your legs up a wall for waterfall. Inversions shift our central nervous system. And again, it's a new perspective. Where can you let go? If you're in shoulder stand, you might want to move your toes back for plow. Coming into deck man's pose. This part of the practice is called rejuvenation. We worked hard, warmed our body, and now it's time to rejuvenate. Take one more breath wherever you are. And if you're in headstand or handstand, come into child's pose. Otherwise, just float your arms through your feet down long, stretching out your body. We're going to take a simple twist. So hug your knee, your right knee in. If you're on your back here, hug your right knee in. And with your left hand, bring it over your left leg for a simple twist. Coming back to center. Hug the left knee in. Tight, tight, tight. And twist to the right. Left knee falls over the right leg. Keep your left shoulder laid on the ground if you can. Maybe stretch your left arm out long. Find one more breath. Slowly moving back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together at the mat, your knees wide apart for Supta Baddha Konasana. Resting on your back. And staying here for Shavasana with your feet together, or straighten your legs out long. Turn your palms towards the sky, your receiving position. And rest. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your awareness back into your body, back into the room. Giving your body any movement that it craves, maybe stretching out long or moving your head from side to side. Just finding that movement. And then bending your knees, roll to a comfortable side. Take a couple of breaths there. Use your arm as a pillow. Feeling gratitude. Gratitude for this practice, for each other, for showing up for yourself. Slowly coming up to seated. Your eyes closed. We'll bring our palms to heart. I unmuted you all, so if you like, we can join together for the sound of Om. So let's take a clearing breath together. Deep inhale. Bring your palms to the forehead center as a reminder of right thought. To your lips as a reminder of kind and truthful speech. And to your heart for divine grace. The light and health in me sees and honors all that is inside of you. Appreciate you showing up and thank you for being here. Namaste.